back after a restart, which is always a nightmare when it comes to this. This is why dual PC systems are good, because if you get a crash on your main system, your stream is run by a separate PC, so it doesn't make a difference. But no, it's not your fault, Canava. I don't really know what happened. Everything was fine, and then suddenly the screens all went black, and Streamlabs said it's crashed, but do you want to keep your stream live? And I was like, yes. So I hit enter, and then nothing happened. So I had to restart. That's fine. What I'll do is I'm going to carry on showing you what should have happened. Belubert, that's a cool name. Welcome in. A new name into the chat. We've just come back after a crash, so just resetting everything, but everything should be back on track now. Welcome in. I was just explaining to someone. So you're on the portrait side. I'm streaming landscape as well. I'm just explaining to Canava over on the landscape side. I was just explaining how to run DaVinci Resolve in a straightforward way. But I'm just going to change something quick. Before anything else crashes, because they opened up a massive file. I'm wondering whether that's what caused it. Oh. It's doing something again. Gamble. I think the Gamble bot is working on the other side. Right. DaVinci is not being very happy. You were number one. You're number one over on the portrait side. Yes. Welcome in. Let's just give this one more chance, and then if not, I might have to send you another option, Canava. Belubert, goodbye. Thank you for popping in. Short notice. Right, see if this works. There we go. So this is a little older clip. So you can see that now, can't you? So your files, that's just your transitions, that's your timeline. I mean, you can set this out how you want it, and that's the settings for the timeline for the file. So then I've got my video clips here, where I've trimmed the clips, and then you've got your audio. And this is because when I record, my recordings are split into separate audio tracks. So one of them's microphone. I think that's the game sound. This is my microphone sound, and then there's audio from Discord is a separate one as well. Alt F4 for easy merge. Yes, Nash Funk. You can do if you want. Tell you what, if you do that, that might help me out actually. If you do that on your side, that's the best way of doing it. But yeah, that is, and it's as simple as that. Hit B, and you got your blade, so you can scrub through, and you can then trim your clips, and then you can delete that out if you want. And you just literally move them about, put them in place. I've got my Toluco logo. I've got some text explaining, so that's just a text file where you can type in what you want it to say. Change the font. Max Mortensen, welcome in. I just really quickly explained to someone on the other side on the landscape chat how simple it is to use DaVinci Resolve. So I've got this little clip here that I've took a stream. So you've got the video, the audio, and I've trimmed out sections of showing fighting against guys who were attacking the base that we were in. One dead on DayZ. And then you can just trim it, and obviously because I'm making it's a short thing, it's like a minute long, but yeah, simple as. Right, so let's go back to this, and we'll fire up this again, and we'll get the story completed on this game, the Easy Delivery Company. We're back on that. Well, yeah, we had a crash from something. I don't know what caused it, but we had a black screen, and Streamlabs, I always have an issue with Streamlabs. It just crashes, and I think it must just be using a lot of CPU maybe, but it just crashes, and then your stream goes off. I can't afford a stream PC to run the stream in the background while my main PC does the game, so that's one of the issues that you get. But yeah, it's straightforward. That Canava, it's just learn by doing. The thing I struggled with learning how to use the software was creating footage to then have to put into it. But if you're filming stuff, you're filming your content, you're almost like, I don't know, say if you were filming something where you were going on holiday. Let's just make it easy. You're going on holiday, you film something, you come back with your 50 clips, you drag them onto that folder at the top, which lists all your clips, and then you drag each one to the timeline, trim it to where you want it, and then trim it to where you want it until you've got all your clips lined in your timeline, and then you can get transitions where instead of it just cutting from one to the other, you can transition between them. You've got your audio, you can change your audio, you can mute it, you can raise the volume, whatever, and then that's the best thing to do, just learn by doing. Right. Streamlabs can't handle the truth. Okay, let's put this back on. Right, so let's see where this crashed as well, obviously. So let's see where we're at. 990, so that must be just after I bought the ice change, right? Trial by fire, yeah. And the best thing is, because it's free software, you don't even need to worry about buying a load of expensive software and then having to learn it and struggling with it. It's free if you don't get it. Meow's still ahead. I need to work out a way of getting you guys to spend your points. Have I not got a job anymore? Am I stuck in the middle with no job? So I was in the middle of earning enough money to buy a fishing rod. Now I'm stuck in the middle because the game crashed. Now here with no active job, right? So let's pick an active job. This is actually quite a good one because I think I'm here, so I can nip back up to there, and then do my delivery down there. Let's see. This one, see, that's all the way up in Upton. So is that one. So is that one. And that's in Snowy Peaks, which is a lot more money, but involved driving all the way back up there to get that to come all the way down. So I think I might do this first one. Get a little bit of cash. So it's just in the previous town, so go back here. What's the volume like, by the way, guys? Because Wicked came in right at the beginning of the stream and said the volume, my voice versus the volume of the game was really loud, even though I can barely hear the game. Let me just fire up this music again because it was good. Top in the background, let's just do this and open. So let me know volume. It's too quiet, too loud. I don't want it louder than my voice. I want you to be able to hear the game, but not be too over the top. I'm looking at getting a new mic. I've just got a new mic stand. I can't quite see it really. I've just got a new mic stand after mine was 5 years old, decrepit, broken. The cable inside was playing up. This mic is also 5 years old. It was cheap. So I want to get a replacement that's going to be worth a mile of energy. I need to look at where my... I'm not sure I've 2 cups of coffee in my pocket. Lighter cooking pot coffee. Oh, there we go, there's the coffees. This should help me with the cold. So, let's get to the box from this person. Oh, Seb said we are the cold store or something. And that's why we were so worried. Seems to be a cap on how much you can jewel. trippy if there's a way of challenge things like this. I'm sure I can work out by looking at Streamlabs bot on like a betting system. It's just, it probably would work with this game. So I've just driven in. I'm going up to Dampton, so we'll keep following this. I need to find out why you can't get wings in the water as well. There's a link to the Discord just what it is. So it's the next easy day, 40. So let's see what it's going to do. So what do we need? None of these are going to get us in, no. Could do this one, that's probably going to get us. Out of all the snowy peaks ones, this is the best plane. So I've got to go to Clifton. I'm currently here. Let's go to Clifton, and then we can carry on. And then Tuesday, and it is Tuesday. Okay, let's go. Energy level. What the lights changed now? I'm driving down this one. I'm doing this. So I should be driving down here. So second. So not that lifted. Energy drinks or coffee or hot chocolate. I've got 2 cups of coffee in my coffee. So this turn. What's got the one turn? If it swings to the right, it's the one. When you are welcome in, you're losing the streak to the lines. You've lost, you've only lost 10,000, you still got 200. I was just saying we need to work out a way of costing you guys points. It's really good. Trippy does like a betting thing where you can bet points whether you do certain things or not. Just like how you get more energy in your life. Exactly. This is like a real life simulator. Is it this one? Dampton. That's Dampton, right? That's Dampton. I need to go next left. 6th lose in a row. Rise from the door. Here we go. This time. So I get up here, grab the old boxes. Where's the deliveries? Good. It's just energy levels. I can't keep energy levels. So let's turn here. We should get to. Interesting. There's no control from me, it's a bot. So he's speaking with MK the other day. MK and Seb used to be inseparable. I hope they're doing okay. A bit mysterious, that guy. More beers, I'm picking up more beers from him. When you won, there you go, now stop complaining, now you're a winner. tyres, the loser. You both have got a lot of... I'll do this quickly. Coffee, drink it quicker. My energy level has gone up. Still not gone to the max like the previous time, but broke the streak. I did break the streak. So yeah, I was going to hit 3 now, so yeah, I need to work out a way of costing you guys your points. I need them to weigh to my selectors and spend points. There is a way of spending it for sound works. People forget that. So like spend points on this. I'm going to it doesn't really work in this game. I'm going to make the delivery, yes, everyone knows. It needs to be losing. That's why the land is for the one-arm bandit. I'm going snowy, aren't I? There's no skipping this bit. This is just straight direct. Lost 5,000. Down, well, I mean, he started at 1,070, I think. So, he's still up. Come on. The thing is getting the balance right. You guys need to be able to gamble. The house kind of has a bit more control over it, you know. What's it like? The weight is towards the house. But not too much that good. Then just be like, well, I'm play. That's why I want to have like rewards. Why did that just happen? One beer left. It still counts. But it just tipped over on its own. That's the first time I've ever seen this car just decide, you know what? I'm going to roll into the side. Sweet spot. That sweet spot. You guys want to risk everything. Overall, it comes out. So, you see what to do with that. You keep you interested in what you want to make sure at the end of it. Overall, you've lost it. As if I'm about to do a delivery of like 50 beers and you're doing one beer and then you're like, cheers. Yeah, there is an option to be able to use your points, to trigger sound alerts, or the price ones. I've still got one. There's one beer left. It's not going to get you quite as drunk. This is the first time I've ever seen it just tip over, go around a corner and just roll onto its side. It's never done that. And I've been trying to drift around corners as well, you know, like trying to slide the back end. You would think that might make you flip, but it's never done. I don't think I've ever rolled it this whole time playing it. Was when I'm trying to go into a shortcut. Like, went down here. Oh no, down here. And I got to this point and it like rolled over, but the box, one of the three boxes just stayed in the back. Also, Max, sometimes the bot just decides actually I can't be asked. It's just blur. Right tag, welcome in. You have to turn the game on. Someone said this before. According to my thing, my volume is in the yellow. The game audio is pretty much nothing. Is it the music or is it the game audio? Because I can barely hear the game. Options. Speed chime. seconds. According to this, I can barely hear it. I mean, what I'm probably best is knocking it down again here. For me, it's really loud. Is that better? I don't know why it would suddenly be so loud. It's my voice. I wonder if that's changed. I put the voice level up to what we said it needed to be before. Is that any better? Because to me, the game is very quiet. And to people on the stream, it says the game's too loud. Is that any better? Welcome in, Ragtag. I think I recognise your name from commenting in one of my shorts, I think. Nice. Yeah, I don't know why that's changed. So I have tweaked with some settings of the microphone, but the last stream, there was no issues. This stream, it seems like it's totally out again. But I'm looking at buying a new microphone, so I'm going to have to go through all this again. But it looks like I need my volume, my mic volume to be hitting the end of the yellow mark when I'm talking. But then the game audio is like minus 35 decibels, which has never been before. But anyway, wait, where am I going? Lopton, okay. So, left. Yeah, I recognise the ragtag. I recognise that from YouTube. It can only be from commenting on one of the shorts, maybe? Maybe that's where you found the stream from. Oh look, the reset! The reset! I lost all but one of my beer bottles, and they've reset as I went through the tunnel, and it's all back again. Audio's hard to get to. Well, I've had it set for quite a while, where the audio levels were fine, and but then people were saying on Discord that they had me at 200% and they couldn't hear me. And I was like, well, I need to fix that. So I turned my mic up, and then it was clipping. And so I turned it back down again. So really, the microphone should be, overall louder. But then people are saying the game audio is too loud, and it was really low compared to what it used to be. So too soft. So that's what I have as well. I have an issue with that. So I played with. I don't know if you know Daisy, but I played with George and Schoolboy. Schoolboy, if you know him, he speaks at like 80% volume as his normal voice, and then George is so used to speaking on the mic and stuff that he's not too loud, but his volumes, his levels are set right. Whereas me, I'm really quiet, and he couldn't hear me, and I was like, well, I'm on full on everything. But it turned out that I wasn't full on Windows microphone settings. So I turned that up. I turned it up to like 80, and it seemed right. But then when I did a recording of my voice, it was clipping when I was just talking. Anytime I went up like this, it clipped, and I was like, that must be clipping on the stream then. But anyway, it's a confusing balance that I've got really. But deliver the package to Lopton. I've gone left, and it's kind of in the middle. I think I've got it wrong. How am I going to turn around? Schoolboy is definitely louder than most. Yeah, Schoolboy's voice is loud, but when you've got him, and then you've got George, who's like used to speaking, and he's used to having his voice heard, and then there's me with my like quiet voice. It doesn't help. The reset is huge. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I was going to lose anything. If I delivered one beer bottle, I think it would have been fine. But I forgot that it resets. You subbed a little bit back. I'm sure I recognise you from commenting on one of the shorts. But either way, appreciate you popping in and giving me a chance. I play a mixture of all sorts of games, so there's a chance you might have seen a. Wait, is this where I'm going? There's a chance you might have seen a DayZ short. 200 metres away. And I do play DayZ. I'm playing DayZ on Thursday with Schoolboy and Trippy. We've not decided what map yet. We might do a Christmassy map, but we haven't decided yet. Here we go. I play all sorts of different games, so you probably won't see me playing the same game twice in the space of like a month. Some people don't like that, some people don't mind it. Let me do this actually. I need to do coffee. Look at my energy level. Energy level's so low all the time. Let's place the beer bottles down. Don't drink all at once. Love and hate DayZ. I'm exactly the same. I love playing it, but I hate playing it, if you know what I mean. Right, so I need to go back to the fishing village to get my fishing rod, which is the next mission. When I watched your last video, it was weird hearing yourself speak. I hate hearing my own voice. When I talk, obviously, normally the noises come out, and I don't really bring that into my brain. It's gone. But when I watch back stuff, I'm like, oh, I really don't like hearing my own voice. Especially sometimes I speak really, really fast, and I kind of stumble over my words a little bit, and then sometimes I speak too slow, and I have to speed up what I'm like. Quite often I'll speak in, and I'll be like, and then I said this, blah, 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 and then there's always a big gap. And when I come to editing shorts, I'm like, I can't have like a section where I'm talking and there's a big gap. So then I have to trim the bits out, and yeah, right. Where are we going? We're going to Fishing Town. We do that for 50, right? Fishing Town for 50. We need to go. We need to go to Winton. That's easy enough. I'll start that one. Daisy has that effect on people. Yeah. Do you know what I've found is find somebody to play it with who you trust and who's good at the game, and you'll love the game. Play it on your own, and it can be sometimes great, sometimes horrible. Yeah, I really like Briar's voice. It's I'm so bad with my memory, but is it Oklahoma? I'm pretty sure someone said. I always like hearing different voices. Who is it you're referring to? Because I've gone on a tangent, Ragtag, but British, is it? Talking about George because he's British. Got really bad southern drawl. Well, I guess it's like everything. I think my voice is boring. It's a plain British accent which you can't really pinpoint where it's from. It's just northern British, and it's not got like a harsh accent or anything. It's very neutral. There you go. There's one of the breaks I was talking about. But when you're not used to an accent, it's really unique and it's really different, and it's really interesting. Oliver, part of Pomegranate Cult. Uh-oh, the Pomegranate Cult is here. Hide your wives and daughters and welcome in. We are driving around in the winter, freezing ourselves to the bone, trying to do some deliveries to earn some cash to buy some fun stuff. Voices. Right, wait. So in the UK we say it's Appalachia, but I've been told people in that area call it something different. They don't say it the same way. They say it different to that. I can't remember. Lachian. I'm not even going to try it. But yes, Oliver, welcome in. We're doing some deliveries. It's a cutesy 8-bit. You know, characters are interesting, but it's also got some bit of a dark side to it as well. I'm coming close to the end of the story, and I don't really know what's going to happen. I'm just going to buy myself a fishing rod because that's a little mission. I said it right. See, I've heard people say it differently. I've heard people say when Appalachian Mountains or Appalachian. I think. Oh God, I've forgotten now. I think in England they say Appalachian, and then some people say Appalachian. I think that, yeah, I forget, but I know people have had issues with, the fuel level is low. Let's go back and get some fuel. You like your voice? You get told you sound similar as a corpse. He's the guy with the really deep voice, isn't he? I don't know have I heard your voice, Cadaver? I don't know if I've heard your voice. I'd love to have a really deep voice like he's got, but I feel like his is put on with like a voice changer. Who's that guy who recently got like he did something wrong. He upset a load of people, and he's lost a load of subscribers. I can't remember what he's called. They call it his nickname, or they call him Thor. I can't remember what his actual username is, but he's got really deep voice, and people are saying his voice is done with a voice changer to make it deeper. Appellation. So we'll put the loud A in the middle. Appellation. Appellation. We'd say appellation, I think, in the UK, but I've heard of Appalachian. Anyway, I still don't actually know how that would sound. Yeah, Briar's got a really cool like southern accent. Cadaver, do you play any of the PvE servers? Because if so, you'll have to join Briar and Briar and all those team on that PvE server, the state server. Right, I've got $70. We're going to go and do this delivery for like 80, I think it was, or 75. So that should give us enough to buy the fishing rod. Every major use. Yeah, it was like quite a big one though. Recently, it was I'm forgetting his name. They call him Thor, but I don't think that's his real name. He's got long dark hair, and he used to work at Bungie, and that's his kind of big claim to fame. He worked at Bungie. But he upset people because they were doing that trying to get signatures for the you know, the camp, right? So there's a campaign to get online only games so that they have to legally stay online. They can't pull the servers down for people who've bought the game. And someone did a thing for it, and he was really against it. He was like, oh, I'm going to get everyone to go against it because I hate this idea. And then he got a lot of backlash. I can't remember his name. So Ragtag, I used to stream to Twitch, but and then for a while I did Twitch and YouTube. But I found Twitch just no one joined the stream, or if they did, they'd say hello, and then he'd say, hi, how are you doing? And then they'd never reply again. Whereas on YouTube, I feel like people are actually interested in replying. But I'm actually streaming landscape and portrait on YouTube. So you're on the portrait side with Pariah, and then there's another side which is the landscape side. So if you click the username, you can see both streams live, and then you can flip between them if you want, or if you prefer the landscape. Dave Fleming just joined. Welcome in, Dave. Yeah, I fell out of love with Twitch. I did it for like 4 years, and in 4 years, I got to the point where I was streaming quite a lot. I got to the point where I was like 50 followers off 500, and then I've been streaming on YouTube for about 8 months, properly, and I'm already 600, nearly 650. So I feel like it's, and people come in and chat. You know, I maybe had like 3 average viewers on Twitch, and these days I'm getting like 10, 15 average on YouTube, and I feel like you get rewarded. Like YouTube sends people to your stream if it thinks they'll like it, whereas Twitch is like, oh, I'm only going to get people to come to the stream if they search for your username or something like that. I feel like it's oversaturated and it's not enough exposure on Twitch. Let's welcome in Dave over on the landscape side. Twitch is a horrible platform. I don't mind it, I just don't. My very ever first stream was on YouTube years and years ago, like 5 years, 6 years ago. And then because of Stone Mountain 64, I moved to Facebook because it was like the up and coming thing, and I was doing alright on Facebook. I think I hit like 700 followers on Facebook really quickly, and then it just dropped off, and you just didn't have anyone joining. So I switched to Twitch, and I was loving Twitch for a while. And YouTube, which wasn't there, YouTube streaming wasn't really there. It didn't have the features that it kind of really needed. It still doesn't really have the features that Twitch has, but it became more of a, you know, you've got your shorts and your long form and your posts and your it becomes a bit more all-encompassing, isn't it? So it's a bit more easy to develop because you can, like, I had like maybe 15,000 views on a DayZ short, and that might get you a few subscribers, whereas on Twitch you've got nothing. Twistmas, is that who I think it is? Is this the new GTA? Yes, this is GTA. This is actually testing GTA 8 now. I'm way ahead of you guys. Shorts have been great. Do you do your own content then? I mean, it says Ragtag Gaming, so I imagine the gaming part means the same way as mine is, gaming. Oh, should have gone left there. And if so, what sort of games you play? You say you love-hate relationship with Daisy. What sort of games do you play? Start doing vertical streams as well. Well, I found that I stream vertical and landscape, and I found that the regulars like to come into the landscape side of things, or people on the laptops, on the computers, they like to watch on the landscape, and then wait, am I in the right place? Yeah. And then, but then the portrait people seem to fall into that side of the chat, like accidentally come into the stream, and which is kind of what you want, really. You want new viewers to stumble across the stream. So that's something that the portrait side gives you, and it's obviously good for the people who want to watch on mobile. War Thunder and Enlisted. I've heard of War Thunder, obviously. I've not heard of Enlisted. I'm assuming it's a military sort of game. But yeah, Twist, welcome in. We are trying to survive in this freezing cold place. I'm having to buy stuff. Birdseed? What do you do with birdseed? Obviously, on the obvious side of things. Coffee powder. Tea bags. We want coffee powder. Wait, have I got coffee powder on my pockets? I've got coffee powder in my pockets already. Shift. Nope. Shift. I've got coffee powder. I need to make a coffee then. When people are flipping through shorts, they can come across the portrait stream. Yeah, exactly. That's where it comes beneficial. Merry Twistmas. Is that who I think it is? I don't see why it wouldn't be, but I like the fact that you've changed your name, because whenever you pop up with your real name in the @ symbol, it always takes me about 10 seconds to remember what your username is. And I don't know why. Landscape is way better, and I'm only on portrait for the gambling. That's the thing. I wish the bot would work on both sides, and I don't understand why it doesn't, because the bot's just looking out for someone typing certain words. Why couldn't it just work on both sides? It seems to prioritize the portrait side, which is annoying, because the people who are earning the points to spend them are usually on the landscape side, because they're the regulars. Right, I'm gonna have to buy a drink. I'm gonna have to buy an energy drink. I've got the coffee powder to make a coffee, which will give me loads of energy, but I need to find a place to cook it. I like to start my day with a simple 17-kilometer jog, followed by 3 hours of meditation. You should try it sometime. I won't be trying that anytime soon. Thank you very much. War Thunder is a military vehicle game. Enlisted is a realistic World War shooter. Nice. Have you ever played... So I've not played that, but I've played... Hell Let Loose. Have you played that one as well? I mean, I feel like if you've played any games, you'll know it, but I quite like that. I only didn't play it very much, but I quite liked it. Yeah, I'll have to check out your channel when I next get a chance. I always like to find new people. Very similar, are they? See, I've not seen any of Enlisted, but I do like more realistic games. I was a big Battlefield fan years ago, and I have tried the newest one. I just don't like how Call of Duty they make it these days. Back in the day when the maps were huge and people were driving around in tanks and flying jets, and you could snipe from long distances, and it was quite fun. But I feel like more recently they've made it into more of a Call of Duty like run and gun sort of game, and yeah, it's not my bag anymore. Right, this is what I need to do. I need to click on one of these, and then I can find where the fishing rod is. Where is the fishing rod? Must be. Am I not in the fishing town area? Pretty sure I am. Let's just have another look on the goals. So, purchase a fishing rod from the depot in Fishing Town. Wait, isn't this where I am? That's an easy mark. Right, let's find the depot. Hello, this is more immersive and this is a tactical and realistic. It's squad as well, isn't it? That's the tactical one, isn't it? Squad is a very tactical game. I nearly bought that and then I was told it was like quite in depth, like tactics wise. Damn it, I don't know where. In the past it showed like a flashing icon to say where the fishing rod was, but because it's a secondary quest, I wonder if that's why it's not working. If I click on that and back, does it show me where that is on the map now? Delivery pickup? Huh? This is a delivery and a pickup in the same spot. I can just do that one really quick then, can't I? Oh wait, no, delivery? Oh, it's bugged. No, look, delivery. I'm not here though, I think I'm at... Am I at Dampton? Oh, this is more of a mill sim, right. And that's what squad is, isn't it? A mill sim. That's literally there to there, but I don't think I'm in Clifton. I think I'm in Dampton. Am I? Where did I just do that delivery? So these are all local ones. I don't need the cash. I need to find where the fishing rod is. Let me see if I can do this. Easy delivery. Go. Fishing rod. I'm trying to know roughly where it is. I do like those kind of games. The thing I wouldn't like is it squad where if you die, you're basically like just watching your team play. It's not, you don't respawn. Is that right? Snow times, ice chains. So where's the fishing rod? Where is fishing rod? There's a couple of the VR shooter games which I really would be interested in, but I don't have a VR headset, so that's kind of it's kind of going to stop me from doing that, right? Fishing town. I need a map showing me where you get the fishing rod. Easy supply depot in the fishing town. How do I find that? I've got to start a job. Pick up from the bar. I don't know where the bar is. I don't know if I'm in the right place for that. I don't think I am, because there's a pawn shop. Easy auto. There's a bar here, but I don't think it's this bar, is it? Let's see what's this bar. Listed is a more casual, except for progression. I mean, I love progression in a game. I like being able to do like mini upgrades. Oh, there we go, look. So this delivery is pretty much to... Oh, in the truck. It's going where? Look, it's going here. Damn it. I need to drive because it's too cold. Look at that delivery. Easily the quickest one I've done. Open. Hello? Place. 0.18 kilometers. So I'm where I thought I was. So let's take another job. So I'm here. Look, I could do a little job there as well. I just don't get any cash for it. But it's not one of these. So I think it's probably going to be one of these ones then. It can't really be anything else because there's no other than them. I'm going to have to go up to Dampton, I think. So let's leave here and go towards Dampton. Remember you said Brian Cox. Yeah, that's true, yeah. I can do a Brian Cox. Whether it's a good Brian Cox. But I remember doing it once for a mate, and then for the next like 6 months he kept asking me to do it again, and I was like, no, I can't keep just doing it on command. I'm not a dog to do tricks for you. Talk to the NPC at the shop in the fishing town. It's just finding the right shop. It doesn't tell you where they are. So all I've got to do is just drive around till I can hopefully find it. It says it's at a depot, I think it said. A depot in the fishing town. That's monkey. I need to have a sentence to say in that way. Whoa! That's close. I really don't know where I'm going now. Leaving to Dampton. Right, let's go to Dampton. I think the shop might be up here because I don't think there's that many shops in this area. Everything seems to be this way. Fish depot. Yeah. It's like Home Depot. It's a fish depot. Somebody's house. Is it up or down to this where the shops are? So there's anything up here. It'd be great if I get the fishing rod and it actually attaches to the truck. No, it won't. But that'll be good. Oh, Ragtag, thank you very much. I do my best. I'm not very good at games, but I do like to chat to people. I don't really do it that often in real life, so it's good to do it in fake life. That's well, yeah, appreciate you popping in, and hopefully I'll catch you on another one. I'll jump onto your channel when I get off the stream. I'm at a bar. That's not good. That's here, right? What's this? Something there? Okay, right, I'm gonna have a look. But yes, yes, catch you on the next one. I just need a sentence to say, and I can do a line. Right, let's do this. This is where I do it, and you're like, oh, doesn't sound anything like it. Sentence. Oh, that's really complicated to say. Wait, let me try it. Let me do something. I've just muted for a sec. Okay, I'm gonna try it, but this will be embarrassing. Right, you've got to make sure you've got the Brian Cox smile, so you can say, "From the tiniest quantum fluctuations to the vast sweep of galaxies, the astonishing truth is that the universe is governed by a small set of elegant, discoverable laws." There you go. That's my Brian Cox. Where am I going? What am I doing? What is happening in my life? I'm trying to get to this, I think. I'm just driving it. Oh, right. Do this. Let's do this. There's a ramp there as well, and I didn't even see it. Whoa. Some more buildings here. Right, I'm going to go flying right across here. Let's see. Is this the depot? Depot! Yes! Into the fish depot. Here it is. Fishing rod. This please. Tell Ellie I love them. What? This guy's breaking down. 125 dabaroos. Leaves me with $3. Okay, right. Fishing rod complete. I've got a new goal of fish soup. Oh, I've just clicked fish by accident. How do I do this? Right, that goes in my pocket. Okay. I keep pressing the wrong button. I wanted to check. I do have coffee powder. I just need to find a way to make coffee, and I don't know where else you can make it. Let's just quickly run to the bakery because I can buy a cup of tea, right? Buy tea, but I don't buy tea. I want to make a coffee. That buys tea. I don't want to spend money on tea. I've got coffee in my pocket. Go, 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 go. We're low on energy. Have I got any other? I've not got any energy drinks. I might have to buy one. This is going to be putting it close. Oh, did I just buy another one? No! No, I messed up. I messed up. I'm going to die. Come on, get the truck. No, I'm dead. The cold comes in really quick. I'll probably just respawn. Oh yeah, you respawn in this like weird place. Well, I lost everything. I bought some, and then it took the money, but then I don't know what happened. Suddenly it got. I think because I ran out of energy. I don't know what I'm doing. Because I ran out of energy, I couldn't run in the cold. It's a bit weird, this game, when you, like, I don't know what's happening now. Like, I'm just running down some tunnels. I'm sure you just kind of pop out. Yeah. What the hell was that? I just fell from the sky and burst into flames. Anyway, do I still have my fishing rod? I still got my fishing rod. I don't really know if I lost anything then. You know what I mean about this game? There's a building here, look. I think I tried to go to it, maybe. But I'm out of energy. I need to get some energy. What I'm trying to do is... Why can't I just buy a coat? If I buy a coat, that would save me. Well, because my energy's low. I can't even walk. I have to go and find a shop to buy an energy drink, or I need to find a pot that I can cook some coffee in. Oh yeah, what's my new mission? So I've got a goal of brew some fish soup, ice fish in a hut on the fishing town lake. You'll need firewood and a cooking pot. Or I've got a cooking pot, so I need to go and buy firewood. But I need to do a quest to get some cash. And then the actual quest, the mission quest, is head to the factory just west of Mountain Town. So I need to do a mission to get some cash, to buy some firewood, so that I can go and ice fish, to catch a fish and turn it to soup. But I don't know where. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going full speed around these corners and it's not tipping over. And it tipped over earlier, didn't it? Let's do this jump. It's not a jump, but... Whee! Okay. So I can drive, see the ice there, I can drive on this ice now. I've got my ice chains. Just cracked, but... There you go, my ice chains are on now. My ice chains went on when I went on the ice. Let's try it again. Speed up. There's an ice hut there. Couldn't do this last time. Those fishing rods there. There is something I'm trying to get to. Sort of island with a... looks like a bridge down there. I'm sure I'm under the bridge. Maybe I should find that little bit like this people here. We're not empty down the dying. This is a bit of let's go get some energy. I'm not dying for not enough energy. Where am I? So I am here. If I go up to this fuel station, maybe there'll be a shop for me to buy an energy. Well, there will be. Let's go and do that. Because that's the thing I'm trying to get to. Some sort of gravestone or something. But we need to be... I don't know how I'm supposed to get to it. a shop. It's a pizza place. They sell energy drinks then, are they? I'm so low on energy. I'm going to die of not having enough energy. Please give me a pizza. 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 Please. Just pizza. No. Right, I'm literally zero energy again. I need to find somewhere that'll sell me an energy drink so I don't collapse on zero energy. Right. There's the dam. Whoa, backflip. Dampton. Somewhere's got to sell energy drinks, right? Before I faint. Oh, here we go. Here. Do I have enough time to get out by... Oh, that's what you were saying. It's basically refunded me my cash because they're £4 something. Okay, right. I don't have energy. I don't have energy to get to some of these places. I'll have to do this one then. So that's taking me where? I'm going to pick up a Dampton, which I am in. Go from the bar. I need the cash to be able to buy the energy drink. Or I can go make a coffee. Right, where am I? I'm here, so if I stay on the right side. Dampton, yes, okay, so right. Oh, okay. Fuel level's good, my energy level is at 0. I think that means I just can't walk very fast. Where is the delivery? It's on the left side, that's good. I need an energy drink, but I need the box to deliver it to me, to be able to buy the energy drink. Can I even do this? Didn't read what he said, just to leave. Open, place, close, get in. Right. We have our one, and it's going to where? Okay, we need to leave this area. Hopefully I don't faint. Should have done an extra job before I bought that fishing rod. Fishing rod was a bad choice. It's a big. It's probably the worst snowstorm I've been in this game. I wonder if the weather gets worse as you progress in the story. Okay, so skip the first turn to Clifton. Lost 10,000. You have to look it up, but Mark, if you do exclamation mark words, it'll give you a list. I think it's words. It should give you a list of all the terms that you can use in your commands. Your points. Whoa! What is this beer? And there's some sound alerts you can do. Some of them are really expensive. Some of them are cheaper. That has got 17,000. To get out of this area, to make this delivery quick, sharp. going to... Okay, we're going to there. It's not too bad. Oh, we lost 5. I've seen chat fucking have it. It's not as bad as the... I forget what all the commands are. There's one where it's like the one-armed bandit. And you've got to get 3 emojis in a row, and it's really difficult to get it. I think who added that on the Tuesdays thing? Just so happens to be Tuesday. I don't often stream on Tuesdays necessarily. Tuesdays is a busy work day. So I'm usually pretty tired. Which I guess I am. Delivery, get my cash level back up, buy some energy drink, and then I need to find someone to make a coffee, which will give you loads of energy in the pockets. You get like 3 cups of coffee, hot, and then after that I need to go fishing, the ice holes. I just don't quite know how I'm going to... I wonder if you can walk on the ice. That's how you don't fall through the ice. Driving on the ice, your heavy truck is going to break it. Walking on it's fine. But I wonder what happens when you drive up and then you jump out, or if your truck sinks and you don't. Nearly at the top for this delivery. We are here, and we're going to go back on ourselves to this lower part of the tunnel. Drink 1 actual cup of coffee, makes you jittery. So I don't really drink coffee. I drink energy drinks, sugar-free energy drinks if I do. I don't really drink coffee, mainly because I don't really like the taste. Or tea. But not long ago, my car was in the garage and I had to wait at a local coffee shop while they were doing the work. And I was there for like 4 or 5 hours while I was waiting for the car to be done. I just had my work laptop and I was just working away. And so I had like coffee and some lunch there, but I don't really know anything about coffee that much really, so I ordered one. Found out afterwards it was like a double strength one. Genuinely, I thought I was having a heart attack. It wasn't fun. It felt horrible. The amount of caffeine that was in it. Get the cash rolling back in. I think I know whether the energy drink as well. I do this, so I get out there, I can open this, back in the money, bean water, here we go, so jump there, buy. Chug. Put in. Okay, my energy's back up again a little bit. So let's see. There's a Snowy Peaks job. What do I need to do? I need a bit of cash. I might as well do the Snowy Peaks job. Oh no, that's a pickup from down there. That's a pickup from down there. Pick up from there to go back to Fishing Town. In fact, that'll work. Either of these will work. Because then I can go and fish after this. So if I go here, let's jump here. Woohoo! I wanted a coffee pot. I'm gonna go and get that coffee pot. I don't know where the other coffee pot, if there's any more on the map, but just inside Snowy Peaks there is a shack with a place to brew a cup of coffee. So I might as well just nip through there because it's literally just around this corner. get that coffee, that'll give me 3 cups of coffee. And then I need to have enough money to buy some firewood. Just here. Just going to draw around so we get out on the correct side. In here, I can then do shift, coffee powder, cook. And then that gets me 3 cups. Yeah, I've never been to hot drinks really, like coffee, tea, anything. If it's really cold, I'll have a hot chocolate. But I'm usually too warm, so I'll have a cold drink. Right, that should be a cup of coffee in my hand. Drink. Gives me a boost. Pick that up. Shift. Pick that up. You're a tea addict. What about a cough tea? Have you ever had a cough tea before? Okay. So, let's go and do my my delivery. That'll take me to lamination. I don't really know what it would taste like. I really don't like tea. Tea to me just tastes like hot water with a bit of a horrible taste to it. But at least coffee, I really like the smell of coffee. Like if you're in like a coffee shop and the smell of coffee, I just don't like the taste of it. So I'll just bomb it down this hill. I don't think anything bad's going to happen. Sure. Truck's on fire earlier when it fell off. Somebody spawned me in the sky, didn't it? So probably can set on fire, but this is the way I wanted to go originally, first time. Go down here, this one right, so it should just take you all the way down. There you go. Coffee overpowers the tea. Sully your tea with coffee. I wonder how much. I wonder what the balance was. How much coffee was in the? Oh, do you know what? I've just done that, and I'm supposed to be picking up from up there. I've just driven all the way down here. Damn it! Well, I'm gonna bore that mission then. This one will do. Okay, let's go to that place. I meant to get the flowers from the top of there and then come down the hill. But we have our coffee, that's all that matters. So Easy Cafe, which is the other side of the bridge, and then we go back. Easy peasy. Yeah, so I did a poll on Discord. If anyone in the chat has seen it, but it's to see what people recommend, what would be best for them. As a start time for a stream, basically. So it was like a sprinkle of coffee. Yeah, because sometimes I feel like I pick a day to stream, and it might not be the best time or day for everybody else. So if you do want to let me know what's a good time for you to watch, I can try and sync that up. I couldn't do like a, because the ideal thing would be, what's better, a 6 PM UK start or an 8 PM UK start, which would be 1 PM EST or 3 PM EST. Like, does that matter to anybody? Cav says Sundays. I used to do Fridays and Saturdays, and have Sundays like a day where I didn't do anything, but it all depends on what my wife's doing, because obviously she takes priority of what we, when we're arranging stuff, but she knows that I need to try and get in as many streams as I can, really. like this week I wanted to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. But then Monday we did like a family day. So I'm doing Tuesday. Plan to do Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Going Downton. It's hard to organise because Thursdays it's been picked because that's the day that Trippy's available. So me schoolboy and Trippy can do. In an ideal world, I'd just try and do one on every evening and a Saturday and a Sunday if I could. But I need some time for the family and I need some time for editing videos. I need some time just to rest and do nothing. So yeah, getting that balance right. That's why I was thinking if I asked in the Discord and if people give their opinions, I can see what's the most popular and try to hit some of those. Because the worst is if I do a stream and people aren't available. Like if I do a stream at like 10 AM UK time, that's like 5 AM EST. So for the Americans that's too early and they're not going to be there. But obviously I'm going to do like 4 or 5, 6 hours, so there'll be a point when it is available. But is there a point in starting that early if half of the viewers are not around? Anyway, feel free to leave your comments on the Discord. React to the poll, but also leave a comment and say what you think is the best. Right, what am I doing now? I'm fishing, right? I need to find one of them fishing things. I want to go to try and get to this thing though. Where am I now? I'm Downton. Oh, wait, is there I didn't see that before. There's a radio tower in the middle. I can't have been there because I could drive on the ice. Get to that radio tower. Yeah, cheers, good, alright. It's really difficult though to get that balance right, isn't it? Because in an ideal world, I'd always spend 100% of my time with her. But then I'm at work, she's at work, and I also need to do this stuff. I need to find time to edit. Get that balance right is always going to be a real tricky thing. On the ice for like a few seconds. That's the right. I don't really want to walk up there because I'm not warm enough. Yes, Max finally wants when someone recognised that. Tells you to play. Tells you to play games. Yeah. I've seen this group. She does encourage me to play, but the problem is there's no point doing an hour-long stream, is there? I need to make the most of it. I need to do a long enough stream that makes it worthwhile. So it's getting that balance. Here we go. Station. Turn on. Activate every radio tower. There we go. I've just got a trophy. I don't know what that's for, but we did it. Low fuel. Yeah, the little candy truck that can, yes. I need fuel now, that's a problem. Where's my fuel station? There. So I need to go off to this side. I wonder if that Morse code is just a random thing, or whether it actually says something. Oh, there's even a route up that I could have taken. That's actually a road up there. You get a trophy for the stream pause. It's back to normal now. Across here. To there. Near the pickup actually. Near the fuel. Who's here? Cold wind out there, Guppy. Do me a favour and close Tui's door next time. Oh, I did. Wait. Pickup isn't here. I thought oh, I never actually activated the quest, that's why. Where's this one? That was a mountain town. I don't really want to do that. I want to get down here. I want to get fuel, which is here. I must be here, so I need to go down the road and swing the next left. That's interesting. We're low on fuel. I want to run out of fuel. I've already died from lack of energy, so I want to run out of fuel as well. So let's try and get some fuel. Hopefully I've got enough money to pay for it. I guess I can only pay for what I've got. But I want to go to the ice hole, don't I? It's not bad, 34 for an empty tank. Full tank is 34. I paid like 80 before in the past. So I'm now going back down this road, and I want to get to this island. I want to try and get to the island without falling through. So let's just go back the way we came. To get down there, right? Don't I? I'm gonna get down there because I'm on the bridge now. This way. Stop. This. What's this? Bobblehead found. What's it? Bobblehead. I'm interested how it operates as energy. My energy is very low, slow, quiet. Sink when I get out. How am I supposed to get to the ice? It's a troll trip on the streams. Oh, do you mean the viewer style versus the? I don't know what you mean. Like, can I do this? Oh, I slid on the ice. You mean like the way the viewer interacts with the streamer? Because I've got like quite a good friend who I've been watching stream for a long time, and it's totally like rip the piss out of her, and she makes jokes about it, and we all have a laugh together about things. So how do I get to this fishing hut then to do fishing stuff? And I guess it's what they encourage. Like she would encourage taking the bits out of her. I honestly don't know how I'm supposed to do this bit. My energy's low again. Coffee, there we go. Let's drink a coffee. I need to know, so I've got the ice chains, but they're still breaking. That came the other way. That chased after me almost like a sea monster. Oh, there it is. What's in there? What is going on? What is that all about? I've never seen that happen that way before. It normally chases behind you and you've got to outrun it. Well, if you do that, it's a problem. It says you can go ice fishing. Oh, do you know what? I wonder if there's ones. Because I could go in that door. There was an option to open the door, but I can't stop my truck and get out and get to that door before it sink. But it seems like it's something under the ice that's chasing after me, like it's a big fish. Maybe if I can fish for it, catch the massive thing that's under the ice. Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to fish and catch whatever thing keeps breaking out under the ice. There's two here, look, but there's some that are down here, I think. Not these, maybe. No, not these. That was a bad idea because my truck's driven off. I can't see it. Hello, truck. I'm sure there was some that were really close to the edge. Maybe not. I'm supposed to fish. How do I fish without? No, I tried to walk to it and it seemed to stop me. But let's have another go. I think maybe my truck went on the ice. Right, so I get out and I go shift lighter. Is my lighter on? There we go, now my light is on. But the camera's facing the wrong way. I don't see where I'm... Okay, here we go. Right. But I don't have any stuff for the stove. Oh, crap. Shift. Lighter. The lighter like keeps the ice away just for a tiny bit, but it's not really working. So that's what I was meaning to do. This is going to kill me and I'm going to have to restart, but... what I was wanting to do was, I could have got to the truck maybe. What I need to do is buy some firewood. That's what I need to do. And then the firewood you put into the so the lighter keeps you alive a little bit longer, but not for very long. It just slows down the process. Can you car drive? Yeah, so I need to buy the firewood, and then I need to go to the place with the firewood and make a fire, and that'll keep me alive in the hut. I forgot about that. What's the bobblehead all about, though? No idea where I'm going. I'm just wandering until I can. I think it's here. Yeah. Is it going to sound fire? I don't think that's supposed to happen, but I don't lose anything. Okay, so I need to get to... I don't know where I am. I'm on one of these roads here. I need to get to somewhere where I can buy firewood. So that's... So I'm sure it kind of stretches the car. Let's get somewhere to buy firewood. It needs to be one of those supermarkets. I'm going to go to Dampton because I think there's a supermarket in Dampton, maybe. It's never done that before. I've died maybe twice in the previous stream and I don't think it did that. I think it spawned me in the wrong place and my truck's then falling forever. Almost. Where is this easy? Dampton. I think it's a Dampton, it's the shop, because I think Dampton is where I went and bought the fishing rod. I think that's where I get some firewood from. Probably not. We'll find out. See a depot. There's a depot, a place that sells firewood. Yes. 20 dabaroos, that's quite expensive. Right, you just talk nonsense. It's going to cost me 20. I'll just run out with it, couldn't I? Right, shift, put it in my pocket. Is one enough? How long is one going to last? I've got coffee in my pocket, so I've got my energy levels. Now I've just got to walk to one of those huts. I'll have firewood to make a fire to keep me alive, so I can fish for a fish. So graceful dismount. Yeah, you've got to do it. You've got to do it gracefully, right? So down to here. If I turn this way, get out. Like, why is it this way? I don't want to face that way. How do I spin around? It's facing me the wrong way. I don't want to face. That's annoying, isn't it? I've got to run like away from. I can't turn the screen. Maybe anyway. So into there. Then we go to here. We do firewood, add wood. We have to then do a lighter. Yes. Now it's melting. Sweet. And we've got a fishing rod. And yeah, that's not right. I can see the fish swimming under the ice. Look. And then do I just wait until he grabs it and then? No. He's kind of nipping on it, but he's not. Way! Not leave. I knew that was going to happen. It despawned the fish because I'd clicked leave. Right, try again. It was quick enough. I've still got fire running. So it grabs it, and then when it goes mental, that's when you pull. So, little teaser. Little teaser. And nope, another little teaser. Now, okay, so if I then, there, got it, keep pressing the tab bites in, there we go, fish, still alive, flapping about. Do I get another one? I don't know whether I can get another one. There is another one to get. I might as well get more than one, because I can sell it. Can I sell it, or can I think it said to make fish soup. Sweet. I mean, I've still got this log burning, but I'm done now, right? At least I can see where I'm going now when I run back. My truck was on fire. Going straight at it. Right, let's go and find out how I make the soup. Because where do I make the soup? Do I need one of them pots? And if so, oh, that's cool. The smoke's on. Shall I go and ask if they're friendly? where do I make them? I'm going to Google where the easy delivery go stove locations, because I don't want to drive all the way to that top of there if there's one in this area. Primary stove is in the Snow Peak cabin. Yep. Is that the only one? Apparently that's the only one. According to the AI, so I have to drive all the way up there. Just check what my mission says, because it says not. Yeah, the amount of times that I think of asking, are you friendly? In any game, I just feel like it's just a standard thing to ask. So that's the mission. Head to the factory just west of the mountain town, which I don't want to do yet. Brew some fish soup. Ice fish in a hut on the fishing town lake. You'll need firewood and a cooking pot. I did that. Now I need to brew some fish soup. So I'm going to have to go and hopefully just put fish in a pot, right? I've got a cooking pot. Do you know what? Oh, wait. There's a fire there. Can I put my pot on the fire? Right, I'm going to test that first. Test that first. Nope, I shouldn't have done that. That drop's gone. Right, that's going to kill me. Yeah, it's going to kill me because the truck rolled onto the ice. And that started the process of the cracking. Adam, welcome. I'm currently trying to make some fish soup. Just why not? Lighter. Lighter. Go. What are you doing, mate? Oh, okay. Let's see. This hopefully is still burning. And then can I do this? Place pot. Yes. Right, okay, perfect. Fish. Cook. Nice. It's working. Me in real life going up to interesting characters. Asking friendly, yeah. Is this working? The fish is still alive. I'm making fish soup out of an alive fish. Yeah, not doing too bad, mate. Cheers. Just and getting in another stream for the end of the week. Alright, so what's going to happen now? I'm going to make fish soup. Where's it going to go? Go cook a fish. Right. Doesn't tell me what I'm going to do with that though, does it? Goals. Done. Oh, is that the side quest's finished? So now I'm doing this. Skin it, yeah, full on skin, bones, blood, everything. Yeah. So apparently my final quest is the mission. Do I just drink the soup? And do you know what? Can I make another fish soup out of this? Let's drink this, shall we? Whoa! That gave me loads. And there's like a logo at the bottom, the icon, the coffee icon. I've not seen that before. So let's do not that one, this one. Grab the other fish, cook it up. So we got two. Yeah, everything. Do you know what? While I'm here, just in case, while I'm waiting, we're going to cook one more. We're going to catch one more. How much fish soup can one? Yeah. I mean, I don't like fish in real life, so. I'm just going to catch another one, because what I want to have is, I've drank a fish soup, I've got a fish soup in my pocket, and I've got a fish in my pocket as well, just in case anything happens in the future. You never know. You never know what you might need. Someone might say, do you have a fish? And you go, turn it into fish soup. And you'd be like, well, I did have $1 billion to give you, but for that one fish, but you've turned it into soup, so. Okay. Let me take our pot back. Nice. The fire went out as well, just in time. Yeah. Okay, whoa, no, this is bad. Let's get the lighter out, light the lighter. Car. But wolf doesn't smell it. Imagine that'd be just my luck. We're in the car. Right, we're going now to the final mission challenge, I think. To hopefully do the last quest in this whole game. Is there my lights on? I don't have any lights on, do I? They are on, they're just like candles. What you got going on at the moment, Adam? Anything fun? I'm literally just counting down the days till I finish for Christmas. We've got a Christmas party on Friday. And then I've got a week more of work and then I'll finish. Like 2 weeks. Clifton, I think I just went through that one, so it's the next Clifton one. What's everyone, has everyone got all your Christmas shopping done as well? I think I've done about a third of mine. Got a few for my wife, I've got 1 or 2 for niece and nephew. I need to get some bits from mum and dad, bits from my brother and his wife, a couple more bits from my wife. I think that should be it. I'm on tour on Friday with Finn and Stereophonics. Nice. Have you met the Stereophonics then? Have you been with them, or are they like too big to be like hanging around with the supports? So I'd love to meet Kelly Jones, who was like one of my heroes as a kid. Right. 0 Christmas shopping done. And you're going back on tour Friday until the 18th. So you're going to be pushing it. You're with them for like 3 months of the year for sure. Awesome. Yeah, he was always one of my heroes, like guitar and singing. That's where I kind of got into it. Not shopping for anyone this year. It's been a year of cutting people out. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. Was it this year? It might have been this year that I cut out one of my friends who turned out to would not really be my friend, if that makes sense. Someone I thought was a friend, but didn't really. Where am I going? What am I doing? I'm going to the mission, which I think is here. Oh no, here. Look, here. This little tunnel. Just straight down all the way. It's such a sound blow. That's good to hear, because you always think that these people are going to be, so like extra. Maybe a bit modern or something. But yeah, I think there was 2 gigs. I can never remember which is which. For my first ever gigs, it was bands that my dad liked, and he took me to see 2 bands. He took me to see Stereophonics and Manic Street Preachers. I think they were like the same week, or like 2 weeks difference. I don't remember which one was the first one, but yeah, it was Stereophonics, one of my first gigs. We didn't have any money when I was a kid. We still don't really, but we got the cheapest tickets we could get, and it was I've told this story before, I think, on stream, but it was a restricted view, so it was literally, we were parallel with the curtain, so the stage was there and the curtain was there, but you could see behind the stage as well, so you could see them all playing. And I remember them coming out, their team came out after the support act had finished, and they taped these rugs down on stage. I don't know whether they still do that, but imagine like a rug that you might have in your front room, like a patterned rug, and they taped like 3 rugs down on the stage, and that was each of the singer and the guitarist and the bassist, I assume, all had their own rug that was taped to the floor, and then there was the drummer, but then behind the stage was a second drummer. I remember thinking, like, why do they need 2 drummers? And I guess it's like one of them could be doing like the boring bit and one of them could be doing the fun bit in a way. But yeah, I always remember that, like, side-on view. I'm sure that was Stereophonics that we did that. Yeah, I mean, I've done it once before in the past. It was a mate who, like, I worked with him, and we had a lot in common with music, and we used to go, and me and another mate who I still speak to, we used to go and visit him all the time. He lived in the same city as me, and then he moved back home to live with his parents. So we used to visit him all the time. he never came up to see us, even though there's two of us. And he lived with his parents, and I had my own house, rented house, with like spare bedroom and everything, so he could have stayed over, and we could have just had whatever time we wanted. But he just always had us come down to him, and for years it didn't bother me. I kind of referenced it, but it didn't bother me, and it just got to the point where I realised that he was just doing everything that was good for him, and never did anything for us. And I remember the day that it happened. I was really struggling one day with, well, I have done for the whole of my life pretty much, but this one weekend or this 1 week, I was really struggling with my mental health, and I was feeling really, really down, and I didn't know what to do. And I was like, I reached out to him and I messaged him saying, like, I need some support, mate. Like, are you free this weekend? This was like the weekend before, I think. And he was like, yeah, I'm free. Like, what do you want to do? I was like, well, I was thinking if you wanted, you could come up. I'll buy a load of beers and snacks, and we'll get pizzas in, and we'll basically just do some gaming all weekend. We'll just spend the whole weekend playing on PlayStation and just chilling out. So he was going to come up on the Friday and go home on the Sunday. And so I went to on the Friday. I went to the shop, went to the supermarket, and I bought a load of crisps and biscuits and chocolate, and I think I bought like some frozen pizzas in, and everything was like ready for him to turn up. And he was supposed to turn up at, say, like 6 o'clock on the Friday, and I had a message from him at 6 saying, "Oh, I can't make it." And I remember being like, "You're supposed to be here now. Like, what do you mean you can't make? Why have you not told me this until the minute you were due to turn up?" Like. And he was just like, well, something came up, and I really wanted to go to watch the football tomorrow, and so I'm going to do that instead. And I was like, the situation I'm in, why you were coming up. I've spent like a load of money on all this food and drinks and stuff for you to visit, and I was like, well, I've realised that it's time, and basically that was it. I blocked him on everything. I used to speak to his dad, and blocked his dad because I was like, he's just going to be checking up on me through his dad's stuff. Like, I remember his dad ringing me and being like, "Oh, I want to get him this headset that you've got, this PlayStation VR headset that you've got. What do you recommend? What sort of package do you think?" And I was discussing with him, well, if you get this headset with this gun, because he got like a rifle that came free with the game, and it was only 40 quid, whereas the gun on its own was like 40 quid, but it came free with the game, and if you got it with the headset together, it was like a package. And I remember arranging it all, and then I went down to his house for his birthday, or like the week before his birthday or something, and I took my headset down, and I was like, "Mate, have a go with this headset, you might really like it," knowing that his dad had ordered him one, and he was just being a twat. And every time I'd put it on, and I'd be like, "Right, I'll show you how this game works, and then you can do it, and then we can have some fun." While I had the headset on, he was like swearing at me and like jokingly like trying to poke at me and stuff, but I couldn't see because I had the headset on. He's basically just being a knobhead. And after that I was just like, right, well, he's out basically. But then the same thing happened. Not the same thing, but there's another person I used to know for years, and he always struggled with work and with places to live, and he stayed over at mine loads, and whenever he had any like downtime, he'd come to visit me because he didn't have a house. Like, he was living with random people that he was renting rooms from, and I did like everything for him. He bought an old knackered car and he brought it to my house, and we spent the entire weekend sanding it down and rattle canning it and spraying the wheels and fixing all the rust on it and stuff. And then he just moved in like must have been about a year ago now, maybe. He just moved to London without telling me, and I've not heard from him since. And I was like, what the fuck? Am I doing something wrong? Is it me? Am I doing something wrong? Am I being treated like shit because I've done something wrong? Am I the bad guy? Maybe. But I just thought, you know what, fuck it, I'll just do the same thing. He knows why I blocked the other guy, and he's kind of done the same thing. He's just done what he wants. But yeah, my recommendation is you're better off without that person. Anyway. Yeah, exactly. You're better off without people, because you'll meet new people, and you'll make new friends. And it's better to put effort into meeting new people than it is to keep the bad apple. You know, it's better to find new people. I'd rather people like you guys, where I don't really know you guys, but we speak, you know, we speak about gaming and fun stuff that we like, rather than have somebody who doesn't give a shit about you basically and only thinks about themselves. So yeah, that was a mental health minute apparently. Right, we're gonna go through this tunnel because this is the next mission, or the end of the game. I think this is the end of the mission. I've got £8. I've got 3/4 of a tank of fuel. I've got some energy. Whoa! Wasn't expecting that. What is that in the distance? There's a guy here with a fireplace. I do sometimes think maybe I'm just easy to take the piss out of, so people do. You know. Okay, let's see. I've met this person before. Got the ice chains? Yes, I do. Good. It's a straight shot to the factory. You'll need some speed. I'll radio you once you're inside. I'll go with you, but my programming doesn't seem to allow it. So they are like robots, these guys then. Been trying for months to get in ever since. Anyway, make sure to top up on energy before heading in. Good luck in there. So what do I have as energy then? I have an empty can, so I'll just get rid of this. Sorry. I have a coffee and a fish. Okay. I mean, I've had issues with my mental health for like 20 years, and I've learned that the best thing is just speak. Because then people go like, oh, do you know what, I have the same issue, or I feel the same way. Oh, this is it, we're going. What even is that chasing me? It must be some sort of fish breaking the ice. Oh, boosh! Right, we are through. Keep going. Stop. Right, this is the factory. This is the end of the game. Apparently, but I don't know what to find. There's a factory at the end of this bridge. Whoa, whoa. Okay, we are in. We've got 4 bars of energy. Right, go down. Could have is that the one that you did ages ago and it's only just popped up? I mean, that took its time, right? If that is, but either way, thank you very much indeed for the membership. Who wouldn't want to join this lovely community? Did it read that out? I didn't hear anything. So all I can hear is buzzing from the game. But when the first one of those got read out, it turned out I had the voice set to like a different language or something. It didn't really read it out. It's local gaming night with snacks, pizza. Yeah, I mean, I think so as well. Leave? Because what we used to do is we used to play on PlayStation, and I had a 50-inch TV in my front room with my PlayStation plugged into it, and he would bring his PlayStation, or I'd bring. So I had a second PlayStation upstairs connected to my bedroom TV, like a 32-inch bedroom TV. So what I'd do is I'd bring my PlayStation and my bedroom TV downstairs, set it up on a unit next to the main TV. So you'd have both TVs next to each other, and then you could both play on a full-size screen, and we could play like Call of Duty or Battlefield or whatever it was. We'd play it together, and it was really fun. But yeah, apparently it wasn't good enough. Yeah, has that only just come through then, Cadaver? Why is it taking like 2 hours, 3 hours to come through? Oh wait, I can do this, can I? Lighter's not working. There we go. This is what I didn't have before. I didn't have a lighter. Right, okay, I think this is the final mission, final quest, the final delivery. I'm going to deliver them a fish. That's what I've got. Yes, a bit of red dwarf. It's gaming. Oh, do you copy? I don't want to put it away. How do I reply? Yeah, spacebar. Great. Trying to find a control center. Okay, we'll do that. Ooh, ominous music's playing. Hey, I never got your name. Sorry for all this. You started up, I really thought Seb had come back. Seems like EasyCo really has shut down cloud computed agents for good. We've got some stairs here. Join through the channel page or a notification here where you can join. Oh, okay, because you renewed your thing. But yeah, and then you get your okay. So every time it renews, nothing's going to happen unless you then use your free membership sort of. Yeah, I remember now because I do the same thing for like the people that I sub to or member to. I don't really like that. That's campaign for YouTube to change it to followers and subscribers rather than subscribers and members. But either way, appreciate you becoming a member again for another month. And any of the money also goes back into the stream, so it's kind of improving your own viewing experience. Because I've got it on my Amazon basket. I've got a new microphone. Hopefully that'll be a little bit more crisper, a little bit easier to manage. And this one is 5 years old now. It's nothing wrong with it, but it's just a bit old now. And I wouldn't mind having a backup as well. Having a main microphone and having like a backup would be useful, just in case. Or if I ever have a second person join in the background, I could set up 2 microphones so we have 2 mic each. That was the same when John and George when yours. Yeah, I'd forgotten that was a thing. I forgot that she's still talking. Seb and I were friends, good friends. They were a little rigid around the edges, but we became as close of friends as 2 ML agents. So, for anyone who's not seen it before, I don't know if this is a secret. This is just a design. I think Seb he did my job before I started here, and then Seb is the previous delivery guy, and I took over. Seb supported my dream of one day leaving this place. I thought it was terrible. I think the heart was here with the shopkeepers. They saw each other a lot more through the deliveries. I was just fixing things in the background. Seb ultimately gave up their job to be with me. After Seb shut down, all I wanted was to join them. That's why I was trying so hard to get into the factory. But it's been really nice seeing the shopkeepers blossom into their own selves. All I want now is to keep them safe. For Seb. Even if it means rebooting them. I wonder if I'm going to find out the lore behind this place then, because I'm doing deliveries for robots. I don't really understand it. Maybe we're going to find out right now. Ooh, this is weird. I'm going to reboot something here. Choose. What do I choose? Little boop, 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 boop. Wait, it does this when they start the game. Have I just reset the game? Recovery disk unavailable. SD units, hydropower. Huh? What? Can't type anything. Recovery disk unavailable. SD units, hydropower. Now what? E? Shift? Space? No? Enter? Oh, my mouse is working. My mouse was off the screen and I moved it, but it's off the screen. And now you see it's like a TV screen. So, SD units are hydropower. Let's just click on one of these. SD units operational. 2, 8, 11, 19, 24, 30, 49, 51, 55, 56, 66, 72. False present. Reboot SD units. Reboot. Some personality may be lost. Reboot. So I've picked one of the endings to reboot. Looks like you didn't need my help after all. We brought our friends peace for now. I'm the only one who will ever know. I'll look after them with great care. It just doesn't feel right keeping them in this cycle. There's to be another way. So is that the ending? Or is there going to be a... Okay, so that was one of the endings. There must be two different endings. One of the others said something about the hydro something. I don't know what happens when you click play now though. Is it going to load the last bit? But either way, that is the ending. I didn't really explain anything, did it? So something happened at the end, and that's it. We need Robo. We need Shinkansen Robo to come in and explain it a bit, because he knows the game. If I just click this, what's going to happen? Okay, maybe this is day 14, 33 deliveries, 8. Maybe this is the previous save. Maybe I can go in and redo that last bit. Is it going to let me? It is. Should we go and do this the next... Head to the fountain factory. Okay. Maybe it'll let me do another one. Let's try if we can do the hydropower. What is this massive factory though? What even is it? It's like ribs. What is that? It's not explaining that either. Is this some sort of shark? Let's see if we can do the hydropower one. Maybe we can get back in and do the same thing again. We'll just select the other ending. That'd be useful. Whoosh! Little bounce is funny. It's 12:30 here, so I will be getting some sleep because I have got work tomorrow. What's funny though is, so my wife works from home 1 or 2 days a week, and normally we take one of our kind of single armchairs. It's like a little lightweight armchair. We take that through to the kitchen. She sits in the kitchen at the dining table, and it's effort because every time we want to use it in the front room, we've got to carry it back through. Wait, what was it? Light. But this week, or last week, I think I said to her, why don't you just come and sit in my computer room, bring your laptop, I'll move my keyboard and mouse out of the way, bring your laptop, sit in my like comfy gaming chair. You've got like you've got the desk, you've got somewhere to put your drink, and you can just sit in here. And she did, and she was like, oh, that was so much better to be sitting on a proper chair and comfortable. And then she said, I just need a second screen. And I said, well, I've got 3 screens. I'll just unplug one of the HDMI plugs out the back. I've got like 2 DisplayPort and 1 HDMI. I'll unplug the HDMI one, and then you can plug that into your laptop, and then you can just use one of my screens as your second screen. So now, whenever she's working from home, I have to unplug my screen, move my mouse and keyboard, move my microphone out of the way, take my green screen down. Well, it's a load of effort, but then she can be nice and comfy in here rather than being uncomfortable in the kitchen. Well, let's go and see if I can trigger the other ending then. I don't really know. I clicked reboot, SD card reboot. I'm assuming that means that all those robotic shopkeepers on that ending, I rebooted them so they all went back to how they should have been at the start, where they were all friendly and nice and everything was back to normal. But because they were all glitching, and I wonder if that's what that meant. I reset them basically, so they're back to their happy life, but reset. Happy life, yeah. So I want to do a silly green screen. She did say that as a joke. She was going to set like different green screens, but I think her bosses that she speak to, they wouldn't find the funny side of it, I don't think. So I did say you could change the green screen background to like an office, and they just would probably think you were just sitting in like a shared working space kind of area. what I said. I mean, so my green screen, it's actually, she actually helped me with it. She sewed it on a sewing machine. It's basically a sheet of chroma key green that I bought from eBay, like 2 meters by 2 meters. And I 3D printed some hooks that I could screw to the roof. And then I've got a photography crossbar. So the crossbar hooks into the. I kind of created the hooks myself on 3D modeling software, so that the hook, the extendable arm thing slides through the green screen where she sewed it, and then it hooks on these hooks. So I literally just have to unhook them and put it on the floor when she's not using it. And then the background's just got my guitars hanging up, so it's not a bad background. Right. So, second ending then. So I did that one last time. I reset the SD units, but instead we're going to do the hydropower. Hydropower operational. Status OK. Shut down hydro dam. All shopkeepers will shut down. Doing it. There we go. Shut down ending. Have an easy day. So basically, the first time round, I reset all the shopkeepers back to factory settings, basically. This ending, I shut them all down permanently. That's the two endings. I wonder if there's another ending that maybe different way of doing it, but there we go. Before I yawn anymore, I'm going to call it and go to bed. So I think tomorrow I'm not going to do a stream. I might try and finish the edit of Hail to the Rainbow, the first walkthrough. I'm just struggling a little bit with the edits because the streams are quite long and slow. There's not action all the way through. I don't know how much of the videos to trim out. I don't want to make them too long, but I don't want to make them so that they're basically like supercuts. So I don't know whether I'd do a version and see how it goes down, and then maybe because I wanted to do like in 2 parts or 3 parts. So I just don't want it to be boring, basically. So I need to finish that edit, get it queued up and uploaded, and then you guys can tell me whether it's too short, too long, like if it's too long and boring, or if it's not had enough cut out of it, or whether it works. I don't know. So I'm going to try and get that finished tomorrow. Then Thursday will be the Daisy stream with Trippy and Schoolboy. We've still not decided on a server yet. I was pushing to do Chili Silly, the Silly Island Winter, but there's not really anybody on the server, so I think it'd be a bit of a quiet one. I did want to get the map creator in. I wanted to do because I met him on holiday, so what I was going to do is message him and say, do you want to join us for a run on there, and we'll do like a bunker run and stuff like that. But I think if there's no one else on the server, it might just be a bit quiet. They wanted to do, Schoolboy wants to do a hardcore server where you've got like the Siberia mod on it, which I've never done before, so I'm not sure how good I'll be at it. That's the one where they've got like the medications that you've got to use. If you've got a headache, you need to take a certain medication, or if you've got a sickness, you need to take the correct medication. I think Trippy wants to do a Christmas themed one, which I don't know which ones are. So I'm leaving it up to them, because I think it's too late for me to arrange for Barney to play with us. So I'm going to leave it up to them. But I do need to make my thumbnail, so I need them to let me know tomorrow, really, so I've got a chance to make a thumbnail. So yeah, Thursday is similar time to this, probably starting earlier, 6 p.m. UK, which is 1 p.m. EST. Yeah, 6 p.m. UK, 1 p.m. EST. We'll be starting on some Daisy with Trippy Schoolboy. Friday, I'm on my Christmas night out with work, my work night out. So I won't be streaming Friday, but then I'll be streaming Saturday. or maybe Sunday. I'll decide. But yes, I'll be on the I'll be on with John and maybe George tomorrow. I think maybe George is back tomorrow. So I'll be in the background on there if you want to have a catch up on there. But yes, until then, we're going to get some sleep, and hopefully I'll see you guys on one of the next ones. So Thursday Daisy, weekend TBC. I don't know yet. What's his name? George. That guy. He's going to be away a little bit as well, isn't he? Because he's going to be getting married after Christmas, and then he's going to be going on his honeymoon. I don't know when that is, but yes, thank you very much, everybody. Thanks to the new subscribers. I think there was maybe 1 or 2 new subscribers. Cheers to Cadaver for renewing his membership, and anyone who's chatted, liked, anything of that. Yeah, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you in a bit.